they only have a couple, colors on there. It's white, tan, and khaki, and I just got the couple samples from Home Depot, but only vinyl. I mean, I don't know what people are gonna.
I think that needs to
but,
wait until that's gonna be part of some of the changes in the committee. If we can get some people to be on them.
We're still working on the 7823 Fawnbrook Circle. The guy contacted me, and he...
The vendor that did it?
The contractor actually sent me an email, said they're not trying to avoid us or, not get back and do it. They've just been extremely busy. And he said he would contact me after Easter, which it's after Easter, and we're gonna, get together, and he wants me to give him the color. I mean, I'm just gonna have to show him what the other coquina looks like. He should have already known that, but,
And he's gonna have to provide us a sample.
Yeah.
The pink house, and provide
And
us a
then-
sample before he reapplies it. It does look better.
and the property management person, she, sent me an email saying that the garage door had been replaced and wanted the color, so I sent her the guidelines, and she has that. They haven't painted it yet, but,
Did you
still
give
waiting
him a
for that.
date that needs to get painted within, or?
no, I did not.
I wouldn't let it go
Thank
more
you
than
very
2 weeks without sending a follow-up email.
Because it's already been like 2 weeks, hasn't it, at least?
I don't know, I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know if I
It's
last,
about 2 weeks,
Maybe
if
a
not
couple
more.
of weeks.
Yeah.
no, I would send a follow-up email telling her that, this needs to be taken
Yeah, I
care of
did.
in a timely manner.
I wouldn't think she's gonna get the same people to paint the door if she did the.
I don't know.
I think that's it, other than, I talked to the people at 9910 who had the window unit, and they removed it promptly, so that was taken care of.
AC unit,
Yes, AC unit.
they're sitting out in
I
front.
think that's all I have.
Yard. And architect, do we have to, like an architecture, do we? Grounds maintenance, Skip?
Other than a few calls about backyards weren't blown or something like that. This evening before I came here, I was walking my dog and I go all the way down the end of the road. Somebody has kicked our light on the northbound side and busted it all to hell. So I guess I'm gonna have to get someone out there to.
Well, maybe we need to stop and take a look at maybe some kind of solar lighting or something that's,
Well, I
anything better, more stable, because that's a huge area that people walk by and we can't control that.
Well, the light is set back. They walk over here, and it's probably some kids, and they come over there and kicked it, and it just.
Any way to encase it into some kind of
Well,
caging system?
I can contact the electrical people and see, because they're the ones that put it in there.
We need to do something because we can't keep.
Kids at the bus
replacing.
stop, just saying.
It probably is.
No, it is.
Well,
It probably is.
the other day, there was a black boy, teenager, walking, and he was stood at the corner of Fawn Brook Drive, where the cul-de-sac is, where Julius lives. He was around there, and he was stood there just looking at the houses. Then he walked over to the fence. He wanted to climb the fence to go over to the apartments. He couldn't climb I stopped my car and I watched him. He couldn't get over the fence, so he came back and walked by me, and I said, "Do you live here? Do you live in this neighborhood?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Where do you live?" He said, "I live in the corner house." Well, we don't have any corner houses. So I sat there and I watched him till he walked up Fawn Brook Drive.
And they're
And I watched him till he got to the service road and turned left. But I don't know what he was casing or looking or what, but
Did you get contact, Mr. Barnes?
No.
To notify him?
no, but like I said, I stood there and watched him the whole time. What I really think is he lives in the apartments and he was wanting to climb the fence to get there instead of walking around.
Right, but doesn't Dick Barnes need to be, since he's our neighborhood watch commander, doesn't he need to be
I
notified
would
of
think
these things?
something like that.
I would think he, anything. Cause what if somebody's house then got broke into and nobody said anything?
Well, like I said, I parked the car and I watched him the whole time.
There's a lot of people that come to this place too,
Yeah, I know.
with dogs and riding bikes and everything else. I mean,
People like.
most
Public
people that
road.
live here are,
Public road, you can't make them.
oh no, but like you said, I've stopped myself a couple times and asked them the same thing
I have
she
to.
has, and a lot of people have.
What about the irrigation repair, the, quote that you received to fix all the heads and everything up on the berm and the front entrance and the median?
Well, they've got it going 2 days a
The
week.
actual head repair, the $300 to fix all the heads and readjust and get it.
Well,
fixed.
everything so far looks pretty good. I figure we'll wait until I can get them out here and we can go through it again and double check everything. 'Cause everything's
That's
doing
no
good.
additional charge?
No, not when he gets with me, no.
So we don't need to worry about the $300 quote that you gave me?
No, not right now. We'll just, like I said, that was a quote in case we need it, because I mean, they mowed the front twice already. God almighty, it was thick. I mean, it's getting plenty of water up there. And the few spots that are getting water, and there's several places, let's see, that joins, when you first come in on the right-hand side, there's a few bare spots there, but it's, the sprinkler system's getting there, but the grass, several pieces of the grass in there, sections, may need to be replaced. But I'll get with them.
We'll see. Okay, nominating committee, do you have anything? I think somebody said that Yvonne Barnes would like to be.
How about this young gentleman here, would he like to serve on the board?
Mr.
Mr. Brett?
Yeah. Would you like, yeah, would you like to serve on our board, please?
I'll think about it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here to do
Huh?
the fine thing,
I
I
didn't
guess.
hear you.
She invited me here for the fines committee, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just gonna get more
well,
information about that.
do you like, I thought it'd be nice if you could serve on the board.
You
Think
fine.
he'd be a good
You
board
never
member.
know.
Hmm?
Let me work my thing. Welcoming committee. Jenny's not here.
I'm
Yeah, she's sitting back.
sitting back
Jenny?
here,
Yeah, she's-
right.
Anything?
I met Andrea Marks that's moving in to, the rental home that's owned by, let's see, let me give you
Mr.
the
Moore
address.
and-
The address is
It's the first one.
9825 Fawn Brook Drive, and her furniture is coming on Saturday. And then this afternoon, I spoke with Mary Burnett. She's at 9822, and I told her I was waiting for some printouts and whatnot of various things that I include in the welcome packet.
And these are renters?
Yeah, she actually is a homeowner.
Okay.
Andrea Marks is a renter. And then I know you have some new people that are
Yeah,
moving
next to
in.
me, 7822.
So once I get their
7818.
names and all of that, then I'll meet with them.
7820 closed yesterday, but 9701 closing in the end of the
Yeah,
month.
so I need the names and all the things you're gonna print out for me in some folders, because
Okay.
now I don't have any of that.
I'm putting them right here, make sure you get that. Okay, new business. We have, the green, pardon?
Did somebody finally, did they buy that house there on the corner there where we live?
9701, yes, they're closing at the end of this month. I don't know who it is yet.
That's the one that's at the end house, right, where we live?
but There's the two there, and you have the Burgundy band and the
Yeah.
one next to it, that's
So they did-
9701.
They did close on that.
Well, I got a request for a estoppel today,
Okay.
for an updated estoppel.
End of the month.
And they said it'd be before the end of the month.
Did you know who's buying it?
They didn't give me a name or anything, that when we received the estoppel checks, it gives us the new homeowner's information. And I also, when we send the estoppels, that I put on there that we would require the homeowner's name, telephone number, and email address. That way we can send them the email link to the website, so they have everything they need to do, and we've got the information validated in the system.
Yeah, and then the one that lived in Jan, he's already lived there.
Aunt Nikki's?
My
I
aunt.
hadn't seen him.
Yeah, he's already been there.
Is he really? I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
He's what?
His car's in the garage. Yeah,
Really?
they closed,
They closed last
closed
week.
like 2
Last
weeks
week,
ago.
last week before, something like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Greenpoint is up for renewal. I had them go through the contract and stipulate what parts were done with all residents versus what parts are done in the berm, the median, the front entranceway. I've also, had them include the irrigation system, so we have one person doing it all. At no extra charge, they're gonna check everything every 3 months.
Oh, okay.
And they're not going up in the rate, same rate that it was last year. And if there's any repairs that need to be done, at our, once they tell us and we request it, it's $45 per man hour for technical labor and $25 per man hour for support labor. I thought that was very reasonable compared to what we've been paying.
What is that for?
So they have to go in and, like, we had that huge leak that cost us so much money, and we had to put a valve in. At the very front, when JEA hands off to us, there was no valve there, so it was just running water. So now we have a valve there, and it only comes on when the sprinkler system comes on. So if a leak would happen, we're not paying for lost water.
Did
So-
they ever give us a credit on that?
They will not, JEA will not, Debbie and I called, they will only give a credit on sewer, and since we're
Yeah.
strictly an irrigation client, we get no credits.
Yeah, I can see
180 is better than 1,200.
Yeah.
that. So they're gonna be responsible for
For maintaining
irrigation for
irrigation.
ma-
So they have to be careful where they mow, because if they ruin something, they're maintaining it. No more pointing fingers. And it didn't cost us any more money. So, everybody approve it, I don't know if everybody wants to review it, but we need to take a vote if it's approved for this year. All in favor? Same fee. All in favor?
No, aye.
All opposed? Same with Oasis, except for we're not gonna vote on it tonight because Skip needs to call and get some modifications made.
Oh, okay, that's the sprayer.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We need to
definitely
call.
get Deborah's,
Let's wait till next month and then we'll go over that again.
because we were contacted by a few people, I was.
Yeah.
The price that they gave us, there isn't
Yeah, and
anybody in town that'll even come near, it's just like our lawn mower.
Greenpoint, so it'd be about double.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Twice what they.
right.
So, it's like,
Yeah.
maybe we can, maybe this is a question we need to pose to homeowners. Would you rather just have fertilization and no weed killer? We need to talk to them and see what they wanna do, cause if that drops the price, I don't know if it will or not. I don't know if it's all incumbent,
Right.
but it's something.
Staying on the Greenpoint, what days, because it would seem like an awful long time if they didn't mow in the winter months. What months do we find?
There, it's in here?
It is?
Yes, ma'am, it is, and there's even a date in here now, because the last one had, it said it's upon the effective date, there was no effective date. So I went through it and marked it up, I invited Skip and him over here, we went through the contract, marked it up, and he sent me it over. It's just, I have not signed it, because I needed approval,
Okay.
and we
So
need
know
2
what
signatures.
days and all.
Yes. Absolutely. And the other thing that I think we need to do is they're doing a lot of extras for people that never get spoke about. we always hear the negative, so I've asked Skip to start keeping a log on a monthly basis, good and bad. So when it comes this time next year, we can go through that and we can review it. And then we can say, no, let's go on a month-to-month basis and let's go look at other options. But we need to really take a look. If they're doing more good than they're doing and we're getting complaints, they need to get a hoo-hoo for that too.
I'm happy with them.
This is postponed. Chambers. If you guys noticed, he has replaced the windows, he's fixed up a lot of the inside, there's still outside things that need to be done. He is behind in his HOA dues. This is just a thought. We have three options in my view. One, with the new Florida laws, since he's renting, we can send a letter and all the rental fees will come to us.
And he got to get a rental first, so we don't have anyone in there.
Right, but we have to wait till that happens. Or two, we can call him and try to negotiate a payment plan to get him caught up. Or three, just a thought, maybe if we can get a police in here, rent it to a policeman, maybe we can help them with something. I think having a policeman in here, having a squad car out there, there'll be a huge deterrent for any more issues like we've had in the past. It's just a thought. I just want to hear what you guys have to say.
We were going out and to try to find a policeman to come. to
Ask
the
him
house.
to go publish it with the police department, with the floor, maybe a fireman. Have them go publish it and try to rent it out to one of those type of people.
In lieu of,
I don't know, we didn't talk about it, I mean, what's fair, what's not fair, I don't know. It's just a thought, I just wanted to hear everybody's opinions, I mean, we're trying to make this a better community, we're trying to help everybody out, but we have to be fair across the board. So, whatever we do, we're gonna have to be able to opt this for somebody else.
I didn't fully understand the thing about the policeman, what is it?
Well, a lot of times, if you give a discounted rental rate to a police officer, they will come into the neighborhood and live here, and if we have any issues, they'll help people resolve quicker than us picking up the phone and calling 911. It's just an option. The last place I lived, we had one, and it was so nice because all I had to do was pick up the phone and he was right there.
Well, he'd have to make the deal with Chambers, so.
Yes, absolutely, but I mean, it's something we can have a conversation with Chambers about.
Right.
oh, okay, so it's not going to, you're not saying to try to get him there in place of him paying his monthly dues, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
all right, oh, okay.
I mean, that's a good idea, I think.
Yeah, you get,
I'm just trying to come up with some ideas to help.
No, we need monthly dues.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to bring out new ideas and
He's
stuff.
really behind, right?
He's not as bad as
Not
most.
that
She has a report.
Yeah, it's, one, total $1,650. And 1,455 of it's over 90,
Yep.
so just,
but he
It's
goes to
2.5
sell the
years.
house.
Well, he
and
can't
he
because
pays.
it's in IRS.
Right, so he probably isn't going.
He's not gonna sell it.
he's
He
not
can't
gonna-
sell
I
it.
don't think he'll pay the dues either.
He's already talked to me, telling me he was gonna do that. Him and I had about a 45-minute conversation. And I have all his contact information, email information. He's really trying to do something. And that's why I'm thinking if we can give him some kind of incentive, because his daughter was there, and we had the FBI, we had drugs, we had police, fire, people knocking on doors. We don't want that same type of environment. We don't know what he's renting it for.